Welcome to YAAAMS Nation. I really want to talk about a story that is trending in the media. But before we get into it, can you click, subscribe, and hit that notification button and help a channel out? Now, many of you may remember when Prince Harry married Meghan Markle. Remember how excited young black women were? They celebrated this with a sense of pride. They were happy to see a young African-American woman marrying into the royal family. Now, this wasn't the first time that an African-American woman married into royalty. Let's see, there's Princess Keisha of Nigeria. Now, this woman was born in Inglewood, California, where she met her husband back in the 1990s in New York City, and she had no idea that he was a prince back in Nigeria. But after they were married, her husband, Prince Conley, decided not to be king so they can live a normal life, and they live a quiet life in London. And then there's Princess Ariana Austin of Ethiopia. Now, she was born and raised in Washington, D.C., and met her husband back in 2005, who was the great-grandson of the last emperor of Ethiopia. But for some reason, these women marrying into royalty did not make a big news flash. You guys, please comment below and tell me why you think these marriages wasn't a big story. Now, Meghan wasn't even the first woman of African descent in modern times to marry into the European royal family. That honor would go to Princess Angela of Liechtenstein, is a small European country somewhere in the middle of Europe. Princess Angela married Prince Maximilian of Liechtenstein back in January 2000. Now, their union did receive some backlash from other members of the royal family. Not all, but some were against this. At the time, it was unheard of for a prince to marry anyone other than a princess from another European family. Now, a lot of people have said their marriage is what opened the door for Harry and Meghan to get married. Now, Princess Angela and her husband live a nice, quiet life with their one son out of the spotlight. Are you paying attention, Meghan? Now, you guys remember when Meghan and Harry got engaged in 2017, most of Britain was excited. Harry designed the engagement ring himself. And their wedding in 2018? That was televised and live streamed all around the world. The royal family thanked people who attended and those who watched it on the many different broadcasts. The Brits love Meghan, so we thought. That was then, and this is now. Just recently at the Queen's Jubilee ceremony, a royal event marking her 70 years of service to the people of the United Kingdom. Guess what happened? Harry and Meghan got booed. Apparently, the Brits have turned on her, especially the British media. And that was a horrible British accent. Most of the headlines about Boogate, the narrative was painted that Meghan and Harry deserved the boos. But, when did they turn on her? Because let's get it straight, this is about Meghan. They want to paint this picture that it all started when she was standing there with those poor African children asking about herself. Yeah, right. Me and you both know it all started when she accused the royal family of racism against her and her unborn child. How dare her? In Britain, she has a popularity rating of -42. The Queen's is +69. She's more hated than Amber Heard. But that's what happens when you talk about racism. There's a lot of people in this world who can't handle the truth when it comes to racism. So they attack, demean, and try to shame the person to make themselves feel better. They try to call them race baiters, race agitators, but they never say anything about the person that is the racist. That's what those boos were about. Meghan, these people will never get it. They will never understand. So you did the right thing by getting the hell out of there. Because we know if some royal silverware ever came up missing, we know who they would blame. I personally think she should do like Princess Angela. Stay out of the media and live a low-key life for the sake of your child. Now, that's a lot to ask of a Hollywood actress to stay out of the spotlight, but everybody makes sacrifices. Harry had to sacrifice his royal title to come live with you in America. And with that said, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below.